Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get wrenching.
Unfortunately, not all car owners are able to provide professional repair of their car by specialists of the car service. The reasons can be both material, manifested by the elementary limitation of financial resources, and territorial, expressed by the significant remoteness of the nearest workshop. In addition, the constant employment sometimes prevents to drive the car to an experienced mechanic, due to a catastrophic lack of free time. Therefore, most motorists try to eliminate malfunctions on their own, performing simple repairs with their own hands. The forthcoming study is devoted to a frequently occurring problem that bothers homebrew mechanics, when the engine starts and immediately stops before warming up. The proposed publication will tell you about the malfunction of which functional unit indicates this very unpleasant symptom. The main causes of problematic engine start. If the machine served faithfully to the owner for more than 1 year, some systems and parts may well fail. A fairly common phenomenon that haunts modern means of transportation is the situation when the engine stalls after starting, and repeated subsequent attempts to start the car are unsuccessful. Is this annoying symptom an indication of a serious malfunction that requires the intervention of professional mechanics, or can you do it yourself? To begin with, it is necessary to identify the cause of such an uncharacteristic behavior of the iron horse. Specialists note several prerequisites that allow you to determine why the engine stalls. In addition to the most obvious reasons, such as unexpectedly run out of gasoline or frozen diesel fuel, there are more hidden, eliminated by simple repair of individual parts or components. Let's take a closer look at the most common ones. Anti-theft device. It should be noted that, to the delight of careless motorists, the probable cause of engine failure to function normally after startup is elementary forgetfulness. Not pressed in time. The motion lock button on the anti-theft system leads to the fact that the car does not receive a timely signal about the presence of the owner in the cabin, and the started engine stalls. Having corrected this oversight, you can continue your journey unhindered, as the engine starts unhindered and runs smoothly. Problems with the idle speed valve here as a possible reason, forcing the engine to refuse to work normally sometime after starting. Not only the malfunction of the device in question, but also its clogging can act as a possible cause. A clogged valve causes the unit to stall after a short time. Timely cleaning this device, you can protect your car from annoying problems when starting the engine. A layer of waste accumulated in the process of operation prevents the throttle from opening evenly, which causes a violation of the trouble-free functioning of the engine. In addition, unwanted contaminants contribute to the distortion of sensor data, thereby leading to system failure. Poor quality fuel. It is known that for normal functioning of all mechanisms of the vehicle it is necessary to provide it with suitable fuel in time. Fuel of insufficient quality poured into the tank contributes to rapid clogging of the fuel system. Clogged filters prevent timely provision of the engine with fuel-air mixture, which negatively affects the functionality of the engine, significantly reducing its power. Rapid wear and tear of vital components of the car cause unwanted deposits on the valves. This also affects the motor's ability to provide the necessary power. In other words, another reason forcing the engine to behave inadequately at startup is clogged fuel filters located just before the pump that supplies the unit with fuel. Disturbances in the lubrication system. It should be noted that most of the component parts of the car need to be lubricated regularly. The quality of periodically replaced oil directly affects the proper functioning of the engine. Do not skimp on the use of used engine lubricant, as sludge accumulated during operation can clog the pump, preventing it from fulfilling its intended purpose. The same applies to undesirable impurities, which are often present in poor quality oil. Therefore, it is recommended to choose engine oil with extreme responsibility, giving preference to proven manufacturers. In addition, an important condition that ensures the normal operation of all components of the car is the timely replacement of the used lubricant. The last stage of the development of the problem in question is characterized by a complete cessation of fuel supply. Of course, deprived of power, the engine ceases to perform its work, which forces it to suddenly stall even before the car starts moving. Every motorist is able to remove the airlock on his own. It does not require any special knowledge or skills. Using a manual fuel injection pump, all the air is finally expelled from the fuel system. To complete the elimination of the problem is recommended to check the tightness of the pipeline and the ability of the engine to start on cold. Malfunction of the pump. If the fuel pump is gradually falling into disrepair, this first of all negatively affects the operation of the car engine. The final breakdown of such an important part will not allow the engine to start at all. Partial failure of the pump allows the car to start for a very short time. Violation of the normal supply of fuel to the motor leads to engine stoppage. The problem can be solved by timely replacement of the unsuitable fuel pump. Malfunctions in the electronics. Another reason that causes the engine to stall after a fairly short time of operation is a malfunction of some electronic devices. Basically, the problem in question is caused by malfunctions with the following sensors: is a device that transmits EGR data to the driver. The functional purpose of this device is to control the emission of harmful substances into the external environment. The exhaust gas cleaning system fails if the sensor becomes clogged or malfunctions. Distortion of the data transmitted by the device does not allow the engine to start normally, by replacing the faulty instrumentation. Full restoration of engine function can be achieved. Misunderstandings with starting will disappear. Problems in the cleaning system. Among the probable causes that cause the motor to fail a short time after startup is the clogging of filters. The component parts that make up the cleaning system of the car are subject to timely replacement. The main cleaning elements responsible for the normal functioning of the fuel system are air and fuel filters. It is strongly not recommended to allow their excessive clogging, because in the long term it can lead to numerous problems. Conclusion: the information provided allows you to independently identify the cause of why a serviceable engine at first starts and immediately fails, without making the car move from the place. There are, of course, more serious prerequisites for the problem in question. However, it is very difficult for ignorant motorists to determine them. It will require the intervention of professional mechanics. The car does not start. Engine troubleshooting. In conclusion, understanding why an engine starts and then stalls is crucial for diagnosing and resolving common issues. From fuel delivery problems and ignition system failures to air intake restrictions and sensor malfunctions, each cause plays a significant role in engine performance. By identifying these potential issues, you can take the necessary steps to troubleshoot and fix the problem, ensuring your vehicle runs smoothly. Remember, regular maintenance and timely inspections can help prevent these stalling issues from occurring in the first place. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information helps you keep your engine running efficiently.